Can you hear me? Testing, testing. Good. So we're back here for the final of the All-Ireland individuals. All the individual finals are being played here at the moment. This is the men's game. Two-time Irish champion, 2008, 2014, Stephen Dempsey. He's also a two-time Irish junior champion and the 2007 European champion. Up against four-time former Irish champion Robert Brady. Should be a cracker. No time constraints here, so we're expecting a close game. Not a whole lot of balls missed. I can also see the under-23 final just started to my right here. Ben Doyle and Cormac Kerr. I'll keep an eye on that as best I can as well. Try and keep updated. If anybody has any questions or anybody wants to find anything out, just put it into the YouTube group or the YouTube comments, and I will do my best to dig it out. Live here, from the socially distanced INEC at the Gleneagle. Tables are extra spread out, as you'd imagine, but everything we've got here to the finals on Sunday. No problems, no restrictions we couldn't live with. The lack of supporters obviously a negative, but we're all glad to be here, so they'll all be back. We'll all be back in May. So yeah, onto the game. Stevie had the break, so this is from the break, I assume, but yeah, he's no problem. He's just put the yellow in off the red here to hold for the black. It's fine. So looking like a break and finish for Stevie to go 1-0 up. Just little careful not to catch this too flush, or it will hit the knuckle and stay, but I think he's fine. See Cormac just taking the first round there in the under-23 final against the defending champion Ben Doyle, also from Wexford. Stevie doesn't like it. He doesn't like it. Okay, catch it. Can catch it too fat or not. But yeah, great shot. So break and finish from Stevie to kick us off here. Robert is going to need to respond. I think I mentioned Stevie's last title came in 2014 in the West County, I'm sure, in Ennis. Robert's last title came in 2011, also in the West County. Robert had three All-Ireland singles titles, one before Stevie won his first juniors in 2004. Brady won in 97 in Wexford. Brady Kelly's in 2000 in the Bingo Hall in Drumshanbo, and 2003 in Ennis. I think it was the West County as well. It was definitely Ennis. Could have been the Roslavin Arms, we were there a bit as well, but I think it was the West County. So here we go. You want to start coming up dry and let Stevie get away on you, because that's a hole you're going to find trouble to get out of. Coming up after this from 6:30, it will be all the team finals. The main team final for the John McMahon Trophy is between Cavan and Donegal. Donegal back in the final, having been defeated by Wexford 2 years ago. Well, the last time it was held anyway. Robert is dry. Yeah, he's going to have to cut that out, or he's going to find himself in bother here. First glance, I would say it's going to be the Reds, mainly because the red is guarding the two yellows. Looks like I got a volume increase. Yeah, so first glance I would say Reds. Just need to find a start rest. I think you can see the one over the top right hand pocket. I'm not sure where he can get to the one past the two yellows. But yeah, Reds are the balls. And look, just as I said, Stevie is going to take yellows. Yeah, I'm not sure. But he's going to disturb the two that are in trouble here now. Releasing them away. So the one tricky ball, I suppose, he's left with then is the one just above the left-hand centre pocket. Probably leave it till last and just run through for the black in the opposite centre. Not a big fan of leaving your hardest ball till last, but I'm not going to criticise these boys too much. This is the final of the All-Ireland singles. But this has to come out right as well. Like he's got to flick the bottom one just beyond the red so it goes down here and hopefully land on the other one. He didn't move the second one. It's probably okay. I'm not certain if it passes the red to the bottom left-hand pocket. If it does, he's fine. If it's not, he can play the one just below the centre pocket and cannon the red below that yellow for. Like, he's fine. It'll be better if it goes in the bottom left-hand pocket, though. Stevie, of course, was a protege of the great Johnny Mac. In the early days, you wouldn't see Johnny Mac without Stevie, and Johnny Mac wouldn't stop talking about Stevie. So we knew he was going to be a player. He was a player at the time. We knew he was going to be a good player. Maybe he could have won this tournament more times. You know, for somebody as good as he is, he was the best player in Ireland many years, but it's 2008 and 2014 and he's two titles. It's hard to say somebody that's won everything that he's won is underachieved, but for as good as he is, maybe not. It's probably just being harsh, isn't it? Yeah, you see what's happened here now is kind of what I said from the start. He's chasing his tail a little bit here from early, because I think he went on the wrong colour. That's not to say he's not going to get this finish. Like, he's probably going to. He might still take that. He's looking to run the ball up the rail and land on the yellow, just to the right of the black, into the right-hand centre pocket. I'm going to take it that yellow flies into the left-hand pocket because he hasn't. He could have moved it a couple of times already, and he hasn't. So it's. He can punch this in and play the two at the bottom of the table and then go back up for the one upstairs, I suppose. It all depends how he feels. Oh, but he's missed it. You see, you can only get away with chasing your tail so often. Even the best players, just you can't keep digging it out. Robert is looking straight away at moving this yellow off the rail and the one just above the right-hand centre off the rail as well. He has to land on either. He has to land on one of the reds over the left-hand pocket. So, looking to open the whole frame up here in one go. All he needs is a pretty full contact on the red and it should be fine. Yeah. Looks okay. Maybe the red didn't come below the one that's just above the right centre as we look. Sure, he can still pot it though, but he'll have to attack it maybe next. If he can just draw the white ball straight back off the higher of the two reds, he can just drop it in and still land on the other one. I don't think you're going to want to be playing that at pace. Doesn't want that coming up. No, we're good. So it's well, he's definitely not going to leave the one above the right centre to last. He's going to be looking to get on that second last, I'd imagine, and then track the one on the opposite centre to leave an easy black into either right centre or right corner. But these are the chances. If Robert is going to win here, he has to take these. Missing these is that's not an option if you want to beat Stevie the way he's playing at the moment. He's got to take these out. Is he a bit straight? I don't know. He wanted to have a bit of angle to run past the other red. It's fine. Like, he can just play the other red up into the top right hand corner, but I think he wanted to run past it and just drop it back into centre. It's all the same, really. It's just so it's just 3 roll-ins for 1-all. Oh, it turned. It turned out. Clearly, noticeably, it turned out. He didn't hit it that confidently, I don't think, but the red definitely turned out. Maybe over a chalk mark or a finger mark, but it absolutely turned out. And 2-1 to Cormac Carr in the final of the under-23s against Ben Doyle. So yeah, Stevie this is an early nail being driven in here if Stevie takes these out. And like, he is going to. Yeah, we did. I think we did get a turn on that red, but still, when you're rolling the ball in, you do take that chance. You can turn over a finger mark, turn over a chalk mark. The table cannot be level. It is on a wooden floor. You got to play them firmly and confidently, I think. Leave yourself no excuses. Yeah, it's fine. I think the black just passes the red into the left-hand centre, so just join the dots now if that is the case. Cormac is on a live stream, yeah. He is on table number 4. So Pool Ref on YouTube. Search Pool Ref on YouTube. And Irish Pool Association table 4 versus Ben. This is an early hammer blow here to Robert. Stevie making it 2-0 and Stevie coming to the table again. There's always a chance you miss a ball like that. There's 2 frames gone in a flash. So trouble already. And the other 2 streams, so stream table 2 and stream table 3, again Pool Ref on YouTube, are the intermediate and junior section individual finals. The over 50s individual final is down the hall. Yeah, I can't see at the moment. I'll try and find out. And Stevie is dry, so Robert has got to get moving here now. He'll want to be on yellows, so it's the yellow closest to the cue ball into the left-hand centre pocket. By knocking that in, he'll take control of the bottom left-hand pocket, so it gives him a base. Again, you gotta be grabbing these. The cue ball is in. This is exactly what Robert didn't want. Stevie came up dry. He handed the tail back to him. We're gonna have to basically at this level, if you hand your opponent 2 shots carrying, you expect to be moving on to the next frame. Robert is sitting in the chair now, convinced that he's going to be 3-0 down when he comes back to the table. Stevie's going to try and move the hard yellow here straight away, pot the one over the pocket and screw it straight back into the yellow and red that are together just to the right of where the black is. And if he gets this right, all the yellows have pockets, and yeah, looks good. And the web is closing in already. Long way to go now. We're first to 10 here, but I've mentioned it a couple of times earlier. You can't let him get a run on you, or you're going to be in big trouble. And as I said, I see Cormac taking out another finish. Looks like a break and finish, and he is 3-1 up. So Ben with some work to do. Yeah, hard to see Stevie going wrong here, to be honest. The cushion of the shot carrying is comfortable thing. So you just got to be careful here, on and off the cushion. Probably bring the white ball back to somewhere around the blue spot or to the right of it, and play the one to the top left next, and then the one to the bottom right. You might come back up and track it into the middle pocket. It actually depends how close he is to that red. I can't. So there you go, yeah, back to around the blue spot. Perfect. And then I'm looking at this one down here, but I'm sure he wanted to track the one to the top left. If he can pot it and hold now. And then he will play the yellow bottom right and the 8 ball to the left centre. I can't quite see the angle on this yellow to the top left. I don't know whether he has too much angle, or he might have to draw the white ball down, or can he hold it? Find out now. No, he tracked it into the middle pocket. Good shot. Yeah, it's fine, but he's probably going to have to, I would say, it's probably safer to play it in off the red into the centre pocket and just give yourself, make sure you have a clear line of sight to the black. If you play it direct, you can hit the near knuckle and go past it. If you play it off the red, you can't go wrong. Yeah, and he gives himself a clear line of sight to the black, so now he will just 2 visits intact. So probably just roll it in the middle. It's fairly straightforward. now this break for Robert is huge already. Only 3 frames in, but this is massive. You just can't let this fella get a run on you. He has to put his foot in this match now, just to give himself a foothold. Yeah, well, rather anyway, I'd like to congratulate the IPA and everybody who's helped out, committee, and there's a lot of people wandering around here, including the guy in the burgundy shirt who has tried to throw me out of here at least 10 times since Wednesday. Every time he sees me, what are you doing here? That's why I'm behind a big shield here, so he can't see me at the moment. I don't know who he is. Anyway, he's probably okay. He just doesn't like me. But yeah, what was I saying? Congratulations to the IPA and all the helpers. It's ran as well as anybody could have expected. I know there was scheduling issues. There was, but what can you do? We were in the midst of a pandemic. We were lucky that it was run at all. We were, well, speaking for myself, I was extremely glad to have it, to get down here, get away. Nice week in Killarney. Play the Shield final later on. But yeah, it's good to be here. The streaming setup is absolutely fantastic. I can't even describe it to you. There's Stan and Yvonne here over from the UK, and they're sat behind a wall of monitors. There's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 monitors, 6 laptops, a big screen in front of me, and Yvonne is constantly going, constantly working, and just Stan doesn't look like he's doing a whole lot. Yeah, he doesn't look like he's doing a whole lot at the moment, but he is. Trust me. He there hasn't been a frame gone by that he's missed. It's Trojan work actually, and like even to get the commentary set up this morning, it was just I could see steam coming out of ears. It was tense, but yeah, great job. Let's lunatics like me in here just to talk and nobody here to listen to me. But yeah, like I'm sure. And actually, they're coming back for the Europeans and the Festival Pool next year and the World Championships. Might as well move into Killarney. Lovely spot. So again here, like Robert is like I know it's only 3-0, but this is getting away. He's like Stevie is not going to give him back any frames. He's going to have to really get a foothold in this game very soon, or it's going to be gone. Stevie had a tough route through actually as well. He beat Adam Marr earlier on here in the semi-finals. One of the best juniors in the country. Well, not juniors anymore. He beat Declan Brennan, who many say is the best player in the world at the moment, in an 8-7 epic in the last 32. Great game. I think it was on the stream, so you might be able to find it. And yeah, Robert came through Hill decider against Carl O'Donoghue, former champion, in the last 16, I think. From 7-5 down, he won the last 3 to win 8-7, and then he had a comfortable quarter-final and semi-final, which was great having a comfortable quarter-final and semi-final, but it probably didn't set him up for the battle, but he'll be fine. But again, he's in bother here. You know, we gotta find a way to turn this one around. Yeah, later on, then, well, as I was saying, it's Cavan, who are 8 times champions of the All-Ireland team event. They won it for the first time in 2001, beating Wexford in Mallow, actually in County Cork. And then went on to win it 7 more times between then and now. I think, apart from 2001, I think Stevie might have played every year. I know John Collum has been there every year. The Butcher. I'm not sure whether they call him a butcher because he's an actual butcher or he carves people up on the pool table, but lovely fella. David McQuillan, IPA chairman, is on the Cavan team. He's from a little small town in Cavan called Monaghan. We have Donny Gauld, who got to the final 2 years ago, the last time this event was held, and to be fair, they were just a little bit inexperienced, a little bit overawed as Wexford won the first session 9-0 on the way to winning. I can't see anything like that happening this time. A good bunch of lads, and they are not going to lie down for Cavan. And me being from Wexford, we don't want Cavan getting too far ahead. Cavan have 8, Wexford has 7, so a little bit of bias there. The under-23 final is just a quick glance there. It looks like it might be going 4-1 Cormac. So it looks like Stevie's in control of this frame, but the yellow that's just above the corner pocket that's stuck on that red, that's trouble for Stevie. He hasn't got as much control of his frame as it might look. He's going to want that yellow out of there as soon as possible. You can see him already planning to see will it come out. Even though he has the ball over the pocket, that is a trouble. That's trouble. Robert will be looking to seize that pocket, and with the other yellow down there as well. So Stevie, he's going to try and remove it now straight away, which puts Robert in jail really. Doesn't want to pot the one over the pocket. Doesn't want to pot the one over the pocket. There you go. That's a great shot. Takes away Robert's options for taking control of that pocket and frees up the ball that was in trouble. Great thinking. I don't know whether I mentioned Ben Doyle in the under-23s from Wexford, also defending champion, but Cormac Carr won the final of the Tullamore ranking event here last night, beating Declan Brennan as well in I think it was 9-7. So two young chaps in very good form. If you were playing against somebody inexperienced enough here, you'd just bump the red on the bottom cushion and back out over the yellow, so Stevie can't get the yellow. Can't pot it, basically locking down a frame for a bit, but Stevie is far too experienced for that. He'll be after it immediately with one of his other yellows. He's not going to fall into that trap. It's just a containing shot really is all it is. It doesn't do you any good, it just stops the other person from winning the frame. Or that's what it looks like, but it doesn't really. So he's just gonna nip it, but it's not really doing him any good. He can't win the frame now, and Stevie is going to be after that immediately. He's not going to remove these yellows without clearing that pocket so he can get to it. And actually, as the yellow is, if he can get above one of those yellows, he can actually play the yellow into the cushion, into the red, pots the yellow over the pocket, and the other yellow will sit over the pocket. So it's a nothing shot from Robert really. He couldn't do anything else, but it's not against somebody maybe a little bit more inexperienced, it might look like a good shot. Stevie will be wise to it, and he'll be on it. So little quiz there then for anybody watching this tournament. The singles tournament was first held in So this tournament was first held, the singles event, in 1995, and the team event was held as a group stage event. All teams played everybody, and the winner was the winner of the league table. Also in 1995, different venues, but anybody in the YouTube comments tell me who was the first individual champion and the first team champions? 1995 was held, I think, in a place called the Black Sheep in Dublin. Now this is the place you want to go. We've come a long way from the Black Sheep to the INEC. But yeah, anybody get me the two first winners? Ladies final. I will find out. Ben just got that finished there to make it 3-2 now. 3-2 down against Cormac. Ray Doherty, yes. Ray Doherty. Sandra Bryan, yes, the individual winners. Rosh, Clubman, I don't know who you are, but you know your stuff. Who was the first team winners? Who were the first inter-county All-Ireland champions in 1995? Ray Doherty won it again in 1998, actually, and Sandra's won it a couple of times since. So, and Sandra is still here. She is here this weekend, and Ray Doherty was here the last time it was held, I think. He's not missing anyway, so longevity. John White was the junior winner in 1995 from Wexford there, just in case anybody wanted to know that. And Stevie just potted good shot. You see, this is the shot I was talking about earlier on here now. He's going to play yellow into the cushion, into the red. He'll pot the yellow over the pocket, and the other yellow will sit over the pocket. No, Wexford didn't win the first one in 1995. Wexford won the next 5, 96, 97, 98, 99 and 2000. But the first winners were not Wexford. And actually, 3 of the players who were on that team that won it in 1995, the first winners, 3 of them are on the team again here 26 years later. 3 players that won it in 1995 are here playing again in 2021. Yeah, there you go. You have it. Loud won it when it was a league, correct. And the 3 players that were there in 1995, they're still here. Buxer, Paul Heaney, Derek Smith and Matt Stevenson. So there you go, a little bit of trivia as we wait for Stevie to take this finish out. We've come a long way in venue terms. We had team events and singles events in the Well in Moat. Remember that? Yeah, but I wouldn't have played it the way Stevie played it there, and that's what happens. Like, even the said the best players can play the wrong shots. If he plays that inside that red, it cannot go wrong. But yeah, I was speaking about venues. We had the Towers in Ballymun where you couldn't get up the stairs for fear for your life. The Well in Moat, 1998, Dempsey won it. That was the singles. And the same year, the team event was held in the Royal Hotel in Roscommon Town. Following 2 years actually, the singles were in the old bingo hall in Drumshanbo, County Leitrim. John McMahon, 1999, Robert Brady, 2000. And the team event moved to Mallow Park Hotel for a couple of years. And the way it worked back then, actually, the way the team event worked back then is you would play home and away on Sundays. So you were drawn in a group at the start of the season with 5-6 other teams, other counties, and you would play home and away on a Sunday. So we would travel maybe to Foynes in Limerick to play them this Sunday, and 2 Sundays time they would come to Billykelly's in Wexford to play Wexford. And every county did that, and then the final 8 would meet up on the All-Ireland weekend, which was always the Maybank holiday weekend, and it was in Mallow there for a while. But as it's expanded and the Festival of Pool has been created, this is where we are now. Everybody comes to Killarney. Great weekend. Robert gave Stevie one back there to go 2-0, and Stevie is going to have to find one here now to avoid giving Robert back that frame. Momentum can swing on such little things, so Stevie is not going to want to depart this table without winning this frame. He can sneak this in, but the white it's on it. It's just been set loose, so anything can happen. And he's got to get the white back down this end of the table to be able to have a shot on the other yellow. So he's got to hit this so thin it's hard to imagine getting past those 3 reds top left. He just couldn't. But he does have an open shot. A double, maybe he can cut it back into the bottom left hand pocket. I don't think he can squeeze it in here past this red down here, but he's got a shot at it. Under 23 final, just gone 3-all. Nice finish there from Ben. So that's bubbling up nicely. Who's Rosh anyway in the comments? Identify yourself. Yeah, so he's going to try and cut this across to the bottom left hand pocket. Again, it's hard to control the white ball here because it's such a thin cut. But if he makes it, to be very, very unfortunate not to have a shot on the black in some pocket. So putting everything into the pot, and it's not happy. But he never seems happy. He looked at that there, he decided what he wanted to do, and now he's gone again. So there we go, everything into the pot. Oh, and it was in, but the cue ball came back around and knocked it off. He made the pot. The yellow was flying into the pocket, and the cue ball travelled around and knocked it off course. So, like I said earlier on, Robert has to win this frame. He gave him back the second one. He can't give him back this one. He's looked at it a couple of times there. He's surely not stuck to the black where he can't pot that yet red over the left hand centre pocket, is he? Yeah, it seems like, God, this is unfortunate, isn't it? That he can't get to the one over the left-hand centre pocket. It's a bit of run for Stevie, but no hassle. God, don't go too far. Oh. Yeah, he would have wanted to play the one over the pocket next, but it's okay. He can play the one to the opposite side. But just the balls haven't really behaved themselves yet. I see somebody asking there, was there any Dublin teams in it this year? No, we didn't have any Dublin teams. I was aware, or I was under the impression that one was making its way down, but in the final few weeks or whatever, a couple of players pulled out, a couple of things went wrong, and yeah, they're not here, which is a shame. It's always a bit louder when the Dubs are here anyway. Not that they're here to win and they don't do that. They don't win All Irelands in the team event especially, but it's always good to have them around. So yeah, again, Robert he's going to pot the one over the pocket, top and side cushion, and hopefully land as straight as he can on the one to the bottom left, so he can just stop the white ball, bring it back 2 inches. At this stage, it's about making it as simple as possible. He's struggling a little bit to get a foothold in the game, so he just wants to make it as simple as possible for himself. Doesn't want to have to pull one out here to get back in this frame. But yeah, it looks about perfect. These are like, it's all just about composing himself there. Really, there was, the stroking at the table or whatever. It's just. Rosh, actually it was Sandra Fitzpatrick who won the first. You are correct, sir, but you were correct the first time because they are the same person. Sandra Fitzpatrick, Sandra Bryan, they are the same person. There you go, Robert is just about to get his first frame on the board. Not before time. Just glancing again over at the other 23s, it seemed Conor missed the ball at 3-1 up, and the momentum just swung completely. He missed the ball on a finish at 3-1 to make it 4-1, and Ben has now taken out 3 finishes in quick succession and is 4-3 up. Momentum swings, which is what Robert is going to be hoping for here. And I think they are just taking a short break, so we'll be back to you in a minute. Me being in the commentary box here is desperate news for my poor wife there at home. She's back in Wexford. She went back on Friday. She still has to listen to me. But yeah, them's the breaks. I think in the chat here, Rush has gone mad now. He's talking about snooker and stuff. Jeez, the drink hits hard, doesn't it? Comes quick. Robert is on the table there now. He's just keeping the arm going, just knocking a few balls in while Stevie is just out for a short break. Yeah, he's buzzing about over there now, eager to get going again. Yeah, I think we have a belter in store here, folks. If Robert can just get a foothold in this game, because Stevie is playing great pool. If Robert can just bring his level up to what it was earlier on today, we're going to have a great game. For anybody not in Killarney this weekend, actually, the IPA have put they've actually put up a fantastic setup. The two lads here, Yvonne and Stan, are streaming to 2 tents outside. One huge marquee tents with a huge, I don't know, 20, 30, 40 foot screen out into the garden area here, so you can get your food, get your drinks, and sit and watch the stream outside. And there's 2 large tents set up outside with a streaming facility, so it's actually, I hope it becomes a fixture even after we get back to normal. It's excellent. Couldn't really complain. It's all right in here. It's a little bit, or it was. It's very restrictive, but you can understand that, people from all over the place. But outside, there's food vans, there's a drink van, and the area for the streaming. It's a very good setup. And looks like we're back. Red down, and it's going to be reds for Stevie. The top right hand, the red goes to the top right. You can see him actually aiming at there now to release the only yet red tied up. He's going to look to get through these fairly quick. You'll probably see him put the one over the pocket here now, and go for the finish. Or is he going to play the long one top left? All depends how he feels, I suppose. Oof. There's considerable distance between that red and the pocket. He's still fine. Stevie is still fine. There's 2 yellows tied up at the top of the table, and there's 3 yellows tied up at the bottom left-hand side of the table. You might see Robert actually remove the 3 that are on the left now with this shot. They'll all come out, I think. Again, nothing will be done at speed. We'll think this through, figure out what he wants to do. But yeah, he has to be looking at removing those 3 yellows, I think. And there's no point in just sending this yellow on the right-hand side of the table down to the bottom pocket, or the other yellow that he's looking at now up over the top pocket. So Stevie will just remove the balls very quickly. Steve's going to remove his balls now. You might actually see him play the red in onto the yellow to take that pocket. So he'll have 3 yellows down here covered by a red, and he will have the 2 yellows at the top of the table covered by a red. That's a deliberate foul he'll probably play. The red just 2 down from the top cushion onto the yellow over the pocket. And then Robert is in jail. Ben is on a tear here in the under 23s. He's now 5-3 up on Cormac. Anybody who might be watching in a room there's a 151G van blocking the whole complex down here at the entrance to the residence car park. Yeah, Stevie's actually going to do a similar shot to what I said. He's taking the ball away from the pocket, and even Robert no shot. It's similar to what I had said. Rather than put the red in there, he just got rid of it anyway. So. That's the shot I suggested there a few minutes ago, before he got the yellow up over the top pocket. They were no good there. He had to get them out of there. So at least there is no finish for Stevie at the moment. So he's bought himself some time. So I'll give a shout out there about the IPA calendar for the new season. It's available on the website. 6 tournaments scheduled. The European Championships here in the Gleneagle in February. We're back here for the Festival of Pool. This event in May is its normal slot. Obviously this year it was held off due to a global pandemic. And then we are hosting the World Pool Championships for the first time in October 2022. So that's exciting. The first 3 tournaments of the year are held over the next, I think, 2.5 months, and all 3 are in the South Court Hotel in Limerick. So get booking. Ben, 5-2 up, is at the table, and every yellow has a pocket with a great chance to defend his title. So we'll keep an eye on that for a second here before we come back to this frame. Looks like 3 yellows and the black left. So Robert is looking at, can he get into those 3? I think probably off the one just above the red, but decided against it. He's going to try and take the pocket. And he did. Good shot. Yeah, again, like, neither of these two are going to be bamboozled by any tactics here. Stevie is probably going to remove that red immediately. So Ben is down to the last yellow here. It's a long yellow to the bottom left hand pocket with automatic position onto the black for back to back All Ireland under 23 titles. Table 4 right now. If you're on YouTube, you can watch the conclusion, or what I assume is going to be the conclusion. I hope I didn't jinx him now. Yep, we got the yellow, and it's just a medium length straight black to defend his title. I'm sure you can hear that cheer. That was yeah, success. And just like I said here, Stevie removed that yellow as early as possible. He's here now. We might get a word with him. Well then.
Just delighted now to defend the title and win it 2 years in a row. If you win it twice, it's not a fluke.
It's certainly not a fluke. God, there is a young man buzzing, absolutely buzzing. And actually, still to come, he will be participating in the under-23 team event final at 6:30 and the Shield event final as well. It feels like he's been playing pool every hour of every day. But yeah, fantastic. And I'm sure we'll probably be commentating on him on one of these finals at some stage in the future. I think, just from seeing him off camera here, Robert looks like he's contemplating taking the puck up where the black is. Yellow into the rail and just tie the black up. It's yeah, it's a defensive shot, but there's not really a whole lot else for him there at the moment. At some stage, like, he's not going to try and career into the two reds or two yellows and the red. It'd be madness at this hour. But yeah, look to see the yellow up to the top left hand pocket and to take the pocket.
Congratulations to Ben Doyle, first Irish semi-finalist again with the under-23s. Congratulations to Ben Doyle from Wexford.
If you win it twice, it's not a fluke.
The presentation will be at 9:30 for all categories, singles, teams, altogether.
But we actually just, I see one or two comments there about it. I know it's on the other stream, but we were talking about it before we came down here. Like, Ben has been playing incredible pool the last while. Just last Wednesday night, not Wednesday gone, the previous Wednesday night, we had a local competition and Ben won the final, or he won the semi-final 11-1. Who did he play in that semi-final? Robert Brady, who we're watching now in the Irish Men's Championship final. So that'll tell you the level of pool he's at the moment. Delighted for him. Robert just kind of he doesn't want to play this defensive shot here, but he doesn't really have a whole lot of options here. Like he could, yeah, he's gonna play it. He's gonna play it. Or is he? No, he's actually, I think he's going to play a snooker then, is he? Into the yellow behind the, I don't know, I'm not really sure what's coming here now. But it's going to be a snooker. I can't imagine the yellow on the top rail passes the black. So I think we're gonna see a snooker, but what he's doing whilst playing a snooker is actually making both yellows available as well. So as long as he doesn't overhit this and leave Stevie a shot, it's a great idea. A lot better than the defensive shot I was suggesting earlier. So what do you want to do? I've heard this from the top table all weekend. Like it's a very simple request, really. When you're in the venue and you're not playing, just keep your mask on. Very simple request. We haven't had any spectators in all week. It did go. Well, I'm talking nonsense for the last 5 minutes at least. Talking absolute nonsense for the last 5 minutes. So we'll forget about all that. Good shot. But yeah, back to the masks in there. Like it's we haven't had any spectators in for the first 4 days, and they have allowed spectators in from this morning, with just the proviso that if you're not playing, you just wear a mask. It's the end of the world for some people. Do you know? It's not new. I'm wearing masks for a while now. That's a great shot out of Robert there. Cushion first. This famous massive with Robert having the break next. This final could be about to take off. Actually, yeah, Ben just reminded me there. I mentioned that he won it there the last time we were here. He didn't actually bring the cup to Killarney with him. He left it at home. He told me what was the point, really. It's only you just have to be travel down and travel back with it. So yeah, there you go. And a great finish here from Robert. And now he's really in this match. Really in this match. If you detect a small, and it will only be small because I'm a professional after all. Small bit of bias. Except for Robert to be good friends here. I'd be leaning towards that side, but it won't be noticeable. So just heard the presentation is set for 9:30. In all categories, presentations are set for 9:30. Somebody asked for that earlier on. Simone, what is the score now? It's 3-2 to Stevie. Robert is breaking now. Ben has won. Ben came from 3-1 down with a rattle to win 6-3 against Cormac Carr and defend the under-23 title. The junior and intermediate games are still going, but I'm obscured from those where I am. 3-2. Yeah, you kind of feel the way this has gone. Like Stevie could be 4-1, 5-0 ahead here. The way this has actually gone. So if Robert can get to 3-all, like that has got to be a huge, and he might get to 3-all. These are nice. See, Yvonne is here back beside me now. She's doing all the work, but she doesn't seem to like doing any commentary though.
Hello.
Oh, there's a lot of work to be done.
I'm busy.
Not finished yet?
I'm going back to my cameras now.
There you go. Back to the camera. She doesn't have to talk to anybody. This is a great opportunity here. Like it's 3-2 at the moment to Stevie, but it kind of feels like he's missed the boat a little bit. Look, I'm sure it's not going to affect him. I'm sure he'll be fine, but he could comfortably be 4-1, even possibly 5-0 up here. So you'd imagine that Robert is feeling pretty good, and if he can manage to navigate this finish here, he'll be over the moon. I don't know what games will be streamed at 6:30. Actually, somebody was asking there. For certain, the men's senior A team event. Oh, he did not play that good, or well, or whatever. It's okay. He'll fix up playing a double, I'd imagine, on that one now. The one that's just dropped below the middle pocket, he'll fix up playing a double on that. But I don't know what games are streamed there for who was asking. I know the men's A team will be streamed, but I don't know what the second game will be. 3-2 to Good shot. So I think what we're going to see is we're going to see the yellow or the red into the left-hand centre pocket, the red into the opposite centre pocket, and then the double, the red down at the end. It may come last. He could decide just to play the one down the end, like he's aiming at there now, and track the one that's on the rail up into the top left-hand pocket, knowing that if it hangs there, there's 2 yellows up there as well. So it's probably the more percentage shot. Like he's gonna drop the one into the bottom left now and play the red up the rail to where you can see him queuing there now. Viral videos, Dempsey for Taoiseach. Well, sure. What harm could it do, I suppose, at this stage? Which Dempsey though? Stevie? Barry? So he's gonna, when he cuts this ball into the bottom left pocket, he's gonna have a free shot to the top left, because he will naturally be on the other red to the opposite centre pocket, and the black is easy tracking. So it's just about landing as straight as he can on the side rail here. Just like that. Looks pretty good to me. Again, he'll remember earlier on that ball that turned off on him, so he might hit this a little firmer. Although it was at the opposite side of the table, I think actually the ball turned off, wasn't it? So this is big. If this went 3-all, you'd imagine who'd be feeling better. Owen O'Boyle, fantastic streaming, best yet. You can be sure of it. I haven't seen anything like this setup, really, to be honest. Yvonne says, thanks very much. And that wasn't even close, was it? It hit the cushion just above the middle pocket now where it went. Look, ugh. Like that would be absolutely massacred, that one. Like worst case scenario, that red should have been hanging over that pocket. Owen, Yvonne and Stan say thank you very much. And it's a fantastic job. And 4 tables, 1 million cameras, laptops, it's a Trojan effort, so. And they even let me in the commentary box. I've tried this gig before, but people don't let me near microphones. Shout out to Mick Fortune, Michael Fortune there, my old pal. Sorry you're not here this weekend, but you're glad we entertain you a little bit. And Stan and Yvonne say hello as well. Said, sending you love. Get in the car and get down here. There's still plenty of time. Although, get somebody to drive you because the eyes are not great. Oisin, no, we've lifted the time limits. We had a 1 hour 55 time limit for the first round, which was a best of 13. This is a best of 19. It wouldn't really make a whole lot of sense. And plus, the arena is basically empty apart from the finals that are going on. So there won't be any shortage of tables. It was necessary earlier in the week because of the amount or the volume of games. It might even be the way. It might even be the way forward. You see it on different tours now, where games are timed, and whatever happens after the end of the time, it might be the way forward. I don't know. It's certainly not the way forward for finals of All Ireland Championships or team events, because there's a lot of things you have to account for in team events. But I think it's worked fine. Obviously, there's been a couple of disgruntled people, but they're the ones that came out of the wrong end of the blackball shootout. The other team said it was fine, so it's results based really. But you can't have a game going on for 4 hours in the second round of a tournament and holding everything up. So we'll see. It might be one of the better things that has been forced upon us by COVID. He's not happy here. This is like on such things can a match turn. I said earlier Stevie could have been 4-1, 5-0 up, and Robert had a great chance to make it 3-all, and he turned it back over. So it's the black, is it? Yeah. And now you will likely see Stevie after the hard ones immediately. The feature of the top players' games actually is like what you will see at even a slightly lower level. You'll see, and it's only a world rules thing because of the a carry shot. People will try at all costs to hold on to their 2 shots, regardless of what shot they have to play, which is you don't see it very often from the real at the highest level. Yeah, there you go. And now he's confident and happy enough that he will finish this game with his 1 visit. Whereas, like I was saying earlier, you'll see somebody, it happens regularly, do everything they can to hold on to their 2 visits and play the wrong shot a couple of times, and then there's no finish. This one will hurt. This one will hurt. Stevie never gets this finish. This will hurt. Great to see supporters and spectators back in here. Hear the cheers for the players. It has been very quiet all week, understandably so. But it's great to have them back. Yeah, I just noticed there it's just creeping up on 5:30. Jerry, what are you saying, Barry? Yeah. It's not the stream, and the pictures are not provided by Barry. It's Yvonne and Stan here from the UK doing it actually at the moment. The commentary is panned fully right, so it's only out of one side of the audio. I will check it out. And here we have Stevie about to go 4-2 up. Yeah, I think the issue might be on your end, Jerry, as it seems to be okay on a test here. See, we're just having a presentation to the under 15s here at the moment in the hall. David Cahill, are people allowed in to watch? There is a certain amount of spectators allowed in, Dave. Yeah. There is spectators in the room at the moment, and a good few actually. It's a nice little. Their finals are on spread out tables, and they're supporting whatever. So, yeah. If you come to the door and they won't let you in, give me a shout. I'll see, but there's definitely spectators in if you want to come in and watch, Robbie. Yeah, I'm sure you can. So here we go, Stevie 2 break. And we have a red down. So immediately it looks like reds with one difficult ball, which is the red just below the 8 ball. But the rest of the reds are in pretty good position, so he will have a couple of chances to get into those. He'll want to get into it early, though. He will want, if he's going to play reds. He's already looking at getting into it. If the red passes the yellow into the left centre, he'll probably roll that in, and he might use the red over the pocket to try and nick the yellow away from it. And the red will be available bottom left, so he's already thinking of the hard ball straight away. Great to see the presentation of the under 15s. They're actually up on the stage at the moment. It's those boys are proper happy. That's what it's all about, isn't it? We all started there. Yeah, Kev, brilliant streaming, agree, thanks very much. Thanks from Yvonne and Stan as well. They're putting in some work here, I will say it.
The runners up in the under 15 event, Limerick A.
So yeah, subscribe there to Pool Ref on YouTube. That's where you'll get this from. A lot of pool streaming. Anybody interested in watching pool? Yeah.
Stan.
It's 4-2 to Stevie. It's 4-2 to Stevie. Oh, Stan is just informed there. The score is 4-2 to Stevie. Not 3-2. Yeah, Stan is passing the buck. It's not Stan. Warren Casserly, great stream, watching from Melbourne. Played for Westmeath at them finals for a few years. Michelle French, any idea of the score in the ladies' final? Just let me have a look because it's been asked a few times. Actually, I will examine that. The ladies are no longer on the table anyway, so I'm going to assume the score will be a final score when I can get my hands on it. They're not where they were. I will delve deeper. So yeah, just Stevie immediately after the hard ball, which is obviously the correct way to play. Get rid of any trouble where you still have multiple options. This is a little bit tricky. He just wants to. Yeah, good shot. Oh, he doesn't want that going there. He didn't want that going there. It's probably going to be fine, but he's going to have to play it long now. He wanted it just to stay where it was. Say hello to Stan and Yvonne and Jason. Okay, I will. Rosh. Whoever you might be. Like he's ideally positioned there to track this one down the rail now. But he doesn't want to have to play that next and then have to get position from the red that's over the pocket from underneath the cushion. It just turned a bit tricky, but I think he'd be fine. That's not a reach, is it? God, it didn't get anywhere near the pocket. And now we have another one of these moments. This feels absolutely huge. If Robert can find the clearance here. Stevie is not happy with that one. I don't know whether you can see him off camera there, but he was not happy at all. He knew after the previous frame that this was a chance to really stand on Robert. Yeah, false alarm on the ladies. They're back at the table now. It must have just been a small break. Yeah, he's good. He's going to roll the ball into the bottom right and play the yellow to the bottom left to just nudge the yellow that is below the centre pocket out, whilst still remaining in position on the yellow to the bottom left. So this is straightforward. I would expect Robert to get this 9 times out of 10. More actually. 49 times out of 50. He'll get these. We do have we're going to have a little clash. This is, I suppose, it's what you get when you have so many very, very good junior and under 23 players, that the team events will be clashing at half 6. So your presentation from a young kid from County Antrim, won the under 12s and under 15s, and he is buzzing. It's great to see. So back to what I was saying, is there's clashes. Cavan are playing in the main seniors final against Donegal, but as far as I'm aware, no less than 7 of the Cavan players on their team are also playing in the over 50s team event final. That will clash. The under 23 Wexford A team are playing as well as the Wexford senior team in the Shield final clash. Cannot see this game wrapping up before they start, so a clash. But yeah, we've got loads of time. The presentation's until 9:30. If you're here now, you're probably not planning on leaving Killarney, so it'll be fine. Yeah, he didn't go the way I expected him to go there, Robert. He really didn't, but I can't see now. I cannot. Is he on the one over the pocket? I don't know. If he's not, he's going to have to go for it either off the top rail or off the side rail. Yeah, I guess he's pointing there now. And as long as he catches a rail before he gets to it, he should bounce out fine. But like, this is the problem here. There was a way of going about that, and he didn't go the right way about it. And this is the result. Like, if he's cannoning off the yellow into the yellow, that was just below the middle pocket, if you remember, he can't fail to be on the one down the rail. There's no doubles involved. It's now he's going up and down. Okay, it's yeah, he calls this really with a very poor route, and that's a mile out, absolute mile out. Yeah, I don't know what to say about that. Very, very, very disappointing. And it's going to be 5-2. Paddy Byrne, aka the House. Any sign of the wee butcher? Has he got his tap shoes on for the final later? Tell him free bar and the square bar tomorrow all day if Cavan win. The butcher, yeah. Again, I was wondering earlier, is he called the butcher because he's an actual butcher, or because he carves people up on a pool table? Answer's on a postcard. Yeah, Cavan have I think Cavan will start favourites for that event. Donegal were in the final 2 years ago. It didn't go well for them, but they will be much stronger this time. But I do think Cavan will start favourite. Ed Woodward would be proud of the recruitment drive. He's just got to be a little careful here. He has to make sure he doesn't come too far here. Like, he can come as short as he likes, really, but there's just nothing for getting too deep here. He doesn't want to be dead straight. It's just the only way he doesn't want to be. He might actually be wrong side straight. He's not going to have an easy black anyway. Yeah, he played that well, didn't he? Played that well. And we're going to be 5-2. Just presentation there to Dinny Buckle from Wexford, under 12 runner up. Met his father last night out in the reception. Lovely people, and I think we'll be seeing a bit more of that kid around. Yeah, Robert is shaking his head there like Churchill the nodding dog now. One is for sure, he won't be giving up here. He won't be. He'll be fine. Mentally, you won't find much stronger. So he'll just get stuck back in as if that didn't happen. So, first order of the day, a good break, and let's get back into it.
Anyone got the quarters or semi-finals of the under 15s? Please come to the top table for your money.
Yeah, ball down. We hit them with a good bit of venom. And let's have a look. Yeah, I think every yellow has a pocket. And with the yellow guarding the black on the top right hand side of the table, it will be yellows. The yellow just below the black spot, I think, will go. It's close to the red, but I think it will go. So I'm going to be just popping off there now in a minute, gents, to go and get changed for the men's senior shield final, Wexford against Cork at 6:30. Probably will be delayed due to a clash, but again, I'm not sure which games are on the stream until you'll certainly have the men's final, the men's team. That's the main event of the weekend, the men's team final that will be on the stream. Of what the other two tables will be used for, I'm not sure, but we will let you know as soon as we know. Yeah, just Yvonne has just informed me there that we are trying to get the ladies' final moved to a stream table. So hopefully that'll happen. What's happened here now? Yeah, Robert is still okay. A little bit of navigation required here now, but I think it's the ball over the pocket next, and then the one. Yeah, he's going to screw the white ball back into the middle of the table, I think. If it comes back too far, he'll play the one to the bottom right, and if not, he will play the one in the middle. But I still think he's going to be okay. Jimmy Fleming, Vice Chairman of the IPA. Hi, Jimmy. Welcome to the stream. Great shot. Just like I said, mentally, he's absolutely granite. Will not give up at any stage. Just make sure he gets the white ball out here now, that's all. Yeah, it's okay. See, I'm getting heckled here in the comments by Michael Fortune. I would advise Michael to mind his tone now, or I could reveal some stories about him that he would not appreciate. Yes, Robert. So we are now. Yeah, this is going to heat up here. Like you could make a case for it being a runaway for Dempsey, or you can make a case for Robert being ahead here. It's a strange game so far. Neither are really playing as well as they can. Maybe a little bit too much respect for each other. Maybe just the occasion. I don't know. They're both stepping away now for a break anyway, and I'm going to go myself and get changed for the match. Back in soon. The men's finals are 6:30, scheduled for 6:30. The team events.
Commiserations to Brandon Fleming. Well done, Brandon. You get into the final at Intermediate. You're a young lad, and plenty more good days ahead of you. But a big well done for the 2021 Intermediate Champion, Martin Flaw. Just to let everybody know, the presentations will be at 9:30 here on the stage, so don't be going away after the finals are over.
congratulations to the new All-Ireland Ladies Champion, Helena Sharkey. And could you show your appreciation for the runner-up, Megan Randall?
Yeah.
Unfortunately, we've got to stop on that table.
So anyway, we're just the team events are not going to get underway until this match is finished. So we're at a bit of an impasse at the moment. But I do know that the order for the streaming tables for the team finals will be on stream table 1 will be the ladies final team event. On stream tables 2 and 3 will be the men's senior team final, and on stream table 4 will be under 23s team final. So that's what we have. Ladies on 1, men's senior on 2 and 3, and under 23s on 4. With the men's intermediate final here in front of me, or the junior final, is at a stop because player's nose started to bleed and he had to get some attention. So we're on hold there. But yeah, there's nothing going on in the room. Everybody is sort of surrounding the outside of the room at the moment, and we're kind of waiting for this game to finish, which, if Robert makes a bit of a comeback, could be a while. He's at the table here now with a pretty good chance to, and this was off Stevie's break as well, actually, so a pretty good chance to go on 9-6. And Robert with the break, like, Annie is watching there for the last while. How Stevie lost that last frame, I can't explain. I don't know. It like he was. It's just I've no idea. Like it'll haunt his dreams if he doesn't get over the line here. That last frame will. Yeah. So. Yeah, like we're kind of, we don't know when team events are going to kick off here now at the moment, due to, like, this game could last 1 more frame, it could last 5 more frames, and there's no way to tell how long those frames will be either. So it's it is what it is. I think they're going to start getting in some of the games to the far side of the room. Actually, there seems to be a bit of movement over here. I'm not sure. I'll let you know when I do know. Killing Kingston, any stream for the junior? You got there a minute ago. What's coming? Ladies, seniors on 2 and 3, and under 23s on 4. So that's the schedule. Darren Ayre, is any stream available for the Shield final? No, we won't. I might go live, actually, maybe, depending on if I can set the phone up somewhere. But we're not going to be on the stream tables. Wexford against Cork. It's going to be. I don't even know where the hotel's actually going to be on. It hasn't been put up yet. Yeah, the main final there is between, and I said the main final, but it is the main event of the weekend for the Johnny Mac Trophy. It's between Cavan and Donegal. Donegal beaten finalists the last time this event was held, and Cavan the 8-time champions. So yeah, Brady, he made a Horlicks of this one here again now, and Stevie has 2 shots. So it's possible we could be seeing the last rites here. I don't know. But anytime you hand 2 shots to somebody like Stevie, you don't really expect any mercy. Are you streaming the over 50s final? I do not think so, but let me just make sure. Yeah. Yeah, so that's actually confirmed there now. With a little bit of a change. Ladies on 1, under 23s on 2, and men's senior on 3 and 4. So ladies on 1, under 23s on 2, men's senior on 3 and 4. Darren Flynn, Jesus, they would let anybody in on commentary. Yes, they would. Currently 9-5 to Stevie here. At the moment, 9-5 to Stevie. Thank you for checking, my dad. Ciara Flanagan. Sonny then. Sonny is probably your dad, is he? Yeah, he's about, but they're not letting anybody in yet, so there's plenty of people walking around with phones who might get some off-centre streaming going, but yeah, that's where we are at the moment. Yeah, Stevie's gonna screw into these two reds here now, and if it comes out right, I think the game is over. Oh, he's not. He's just the big shot now. If this comes out okay, it will be all she wrote. Yeah. I actually thought the red might went over. Robert is in a lot of trouble here now, actually. He's going to have to not only contact this yellow, but he's going to have to pull a rabbit out of the bag. Anyone know if there's anybody going live with the junior final between Cork and Armagh? I do not. But I can tell you that none of the games have started yet. A result from the over 50s singles. Mike Moriarty, local man. Actually, I think Mike is Kerry. He is the new Irish over 50s champion. Congratulations, Mike. Here on the mainstream, 2 more shots for Stevie, and I will put my head on the block and say that is all she wrote, unfortunately. Yeah, so anybody asking there, nothing has started. There's no team finals have started yet, and they won't start until this game we have on stream at the moment is finished. There won't be any games starting till this is finished. And like I said a minute ago, I think that is probably now. So you're looking at about 10 minutes by the time these tables are cleaned and people are allowed into the arenas and we get set up. So I would say maybe 10 or 7:15. We will be kicking off all the team events. Up Wexford. Are they doing split screen for the men's final? The men's senior final, yes, they will. It'll be on the same. It will be a split screen. Yeah, they'll be on the same camera. It'll be a split screen.
Congratulations to the men's junior individual champion Stephen O'Connor.
Men's junior individual winner Stephen O'Connor. Stephen O'Connor, men's junior individual winner.
Appreciation for the runner-up, Chris McEnroe.
This has been announced by my enemy from earlier with the beige shirt. He hasn't tried to throw me out in at least an hour, so that's good. Jeff Alcorn, Han Donegal. Yeah. After the experience of a couple of them, that's it. Stephen Dempsey is the 2021 Irish All-Ireland men's individual champion. His 3rd title, following on from wins in 2008 and 2014. This should have been the 2020 version, so we can expect Stevie to win again in 2026. Congratulations, Stevie. Congratulations to Robert. He's had a fantastic run, and believe me, he will be back. You hard man to get rid of.